Holy shit, we're live.
Oh no.
Would you look at
So
that?
sorry.
God, we got the old crew back together. Playing some Shadowrun.
Just like we did in the 80s.
Just like we did in the 80s. And also like in the 80s. Here soon, I don't know how soon, we'll actually be doing this in person again in Dan's basement. So it'll be crazy.
It will be.
Yeah, we'll have to get used to everyone having bad breath. It's gonna be great. It's absolutely great.
I won't. I'll drink beer to fix it.
That sounds like a good plan.
I haven't showered in like 6
I don't know if
months.
that fixes it.
It
Doesn't?
I'll eat some deodorant.
There you go. There you go.
I got plenty of Old Spice sticks we can pass around and each take
They're
turns
just
licking.
like Snicker bars, just
Yeah.
Old Spice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the goddamn show, everyone. We're going to be playing some Shadowrun. But if you know anything about the actual Shadowrun systems, like, you know, Shadowrun 1 through 6, generally they all suck ass. Setting's amazing. System is a giant pain in the butt, so we're not using it. I'm pulling a card out of Bert's hat from Steam, Steel, and Murder, and we're doing Shadowrun in different systems. So this is Shadowrun using the Zer0 engine from Freeleague Publishing. Specifically, we're doing it off Forbidden Lands. Some people might ask, well, why didn't you use Alien? It's already sci-fi. Because I didn't want to track stress and shit, because Alien is designed for a much more intense version of gameplay. And it wouldn't make sense for a team of expert runners to be screaming their head off and dropping their guns every 3 minutes because they, you know, were trying to haggle prices for a cheaper bottle of whiskey at a, you know, local gas station.
I saw a bug in the code. Ah!
Yeah, it just wouldn't work. So yeah, we're gonna go through. We're gonna do introductions. This is Shadowrun. We're doing it in 2050s. We're gonna tentatively say 2054. If I add things that shouldn't be in this time period, just fucking deal with it, because I'm doing what I want. So it's in there. Pretty much, I just didn't
It's
want to
like,
fuck around with technomancers. So
Yeah. It's like in Mega Man, they just say 20XX.
yeah, pretty much.
Having somewhere.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
All right, let's do some introductions. So why don't you all tell me who you are and who the fuck you're playing? And I don't know. I don't got any spicy questions at the moment. I figure today we'll be figuring out characters, so I'll probably throw spicy questions out next Friday. Oh, and if I didn't mention this is a weekly Shadowrun game, so you better get used to seeing us. Oh, look, Tyler, you subscribed.
wow.
Thanks.
25 months. Damn.
Holy snap.
Every month that comes on my bank account, I think I really need to cancel that.
It will. It'll renew and it'll show up on your account. Yeah. Anyway.
Stealing my money. It's
Yeah.
the Defenders of Cobalt.
Yeah. Anyway, Alex, why don't you lead us off? I do it as soon as Alex's mic stops working too. I planned it that way.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Just basic information.
Yeah. Who are you? Who the fuck are you playing?
All right. Of course, I'm Alex, and I will be playing Vin the Grim, Street Mage, Private Eye, Public Eye, Private Dick, Public Dick, Get Backer, whatever you need. I'm just starting out, and I'm investigated, you know,
There you go.
magic guy.
There you go. What spells? So in your talents, you take your professional talents. It unlocks certain spell areas you can take. What kind of spells are you looking at casting?
That I wasn't sure about. That was the one area I hadn't
Okay.
really looked at yet.
All right. So you'll need to, I don't remember how it works, but pretty much when you go into the items, you go into talent, then you go into street mage, and your choices are astral, combat magic, detection magic, illusion magic, and manipulation magic. And as you take ranks in those, it unlocks stronger and stronger spells. It's not like you have to prepare spells. If you've got rank 1 in combat magic, you can cast all of the rank 1 combat magic spells. One thing you're going to have to watch out for every time you cast a spell, you have to roll a d6. If that d6 comes up on a phase 6, the spell kicks up to the next power level, and you get a stronger version of it. Most times, like combat spells, it'll just do more damage. But if you get a 1, we roll on the magical mishap table. Those mishaps could be as simple as you're kind of thirsty, or as complicated as you accidentally opened up a portal to hell and fell in, make a new character.
I'm cool with that.
So, yeah.
And you're thirsty.
It happens very rarely, but it's there. So, yeah, just go through the character creation document, see how many talents you get to pick out, and throw those mother truckers on there. You just drag them onto your character sheet. All right, moving on down. We got us a Dan.
Hey, everybody. I'm playing a dual sinned person. So one of the character identities is just going to be his real one, I think, Zed, and the other one is going to be Decker Kane.
There you go. You have to. He's a
There it
Decker.
I found a way to make them both work.
You got it. There you go. Very
So,
cool.
And he's gonna be our hacker?
Yeah, you're the hacker. Did you look up the difference between AR, hot sim, and cold sim?
I need to look a little more into it.
Let me give you a quick touch on that. AR is augmented reality. You know, shit's coming up in front of your eyes. You're still aware of the world around you. But you know, you don't matrix quite as good as you could. Cold sim is your brain is jacked into the net. Your body goes essentially asleep. And then you do things way better. But you got a whole series of firewalls wrapped around your conscious. That way people can't just take your mind out and leave your body a husk. But that comes at the cost of, you know, you're not quite as quick as you could be. And then there's hot simming. Your brain's just in the net. No protection, nothing. You can do things real fast and real good. But if shit were to happen, there's a chance that your body just goes brain dead and you're a lifeless husk. Yeah. And you can
hot sim just meant stolen.
Oh no, not that. And you can swap between those freely. And actually you start off in AR and then you can move to cold sim. If you were to log out or get booted out of a system while you're in cold sim or hot sim, you'll take some dump shock. You'll take some damage to your body. So it's something to watch out for.
I'll die probably the first time I try to go into
I'll make sure.
Ring doorbell.
Yep. I'll make sure. You just try to check to see who's at your door. Oh, it's Amazon. Oh shit, you've been dumped and you're brain dead.
Yep. This is what I anticipate.
Yeah, pretty much. Moving on down, we got us a Jake.
Pirates and brain pirates.
Yeah. Jake, what do you got?
The Emerald City, built on a sturdy foundation of dreams sent to the shop after being broken one too many times. Dreams that get dusted off, shined up, put back on the shelf, and sold to suckers looking for something more than concrete walls and corporate greed. But in all the cities like this across the world, there's always that street, where even the cheapest thrills cost more than a second-hand cyber arm and a hydraulic leg. Where the deepest of dreamers spend night after sleepless night at some run-down restaurant, downing cup after cup of coffee blacker than a dragon's heart. Of all the streets like this and all the cities like this is the one where I hang my hat. Just the scammers, the smugglers, the Shadowrunners, and me. Harlthot Gordrum. Private Eye.
It's absolutely amazing. All right, everyone. Jake set the bar.
I'm glad I went first because I'm such a letdown. Retroactively, even.
Hey, Bert. Yeah. So that's fantastic, Jake. I don't need to run you through everything. You're playing the PI. You know the assignment. You got this. Moving on over, we got us a Joe.
My character's just the short Keanu Reeves meme. So my name is Rihanna Silvertoe.
Okay.
And I'm a halfling street samurai. So took a slight different approach to how serious you're taking the game, I guess.
It's great. You need that. You need that foil. Yeah.
Joe's samurai wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bert, I let him pick
My
halfling.
image
Why
for my
not?
character is literally just the Keanu Reeves from his samurai movie, but like
Shrunk down. Yeah, you can see it. It's on the overlay.
All right, so we
Gross.
identified
Yeah.
our straight man and our comedy man.
Yeah. And last but not least, someone we haven't seen in 18 years.
I've been married since I've seen y'all last. I
Yeah,
think.
he got hitched. I was there. It's true.
Jake was there.
You think?
Uh-huh.
I can't remember when I was last on stream. That's all.
We sat
I
in
know I'm
the
married.
back room of the little place and we drank Crown Royal together.
Yeah, and had Jello shots.
And we had Jello shots. I had Jello shots with your mom. It was fantastic.
Is that a show?
Yeah, Jello shots with your mom. Coming this fall on FX.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tyler, who the fuck are you playing?
My name is Sandoval Bugsy Antediluvian. I expect everyone to call me Bugsy because I'm not going to respond to anything else.
That's fair. That's what I put on the overlay.
I expected nothing less. And I am the rigger.
Okay, so you're a tech guy. Dan's our
yeah.
computer guy. You're the tech guy. Okay,
Specifically, I am focused on driving cars.
there you go.
And
Can't go
shooting
wrong with
guns
that.
out of cars.
And if I remember correctly, 2 people have purchased vehicles. Alex has a tiny little smart car. And Tyler essentially has like a Lincoln, like a basic ass Lincoln.
I wanted to get the van, but I couldn't quite sacrifice enough skill points for it.
That's
Yeah, that
fine.
was expensive.
Yeah, I mean, money will start coming in as you all take jobs. So the plan for this is we're going to go for, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, depends on how long we all feel like doing it. We will take breaks every now and then so we can do more play testing of Joe's game. And then eventually, when we get to a good stopping point, we'll switch over and then Joe will run some of his campaign. So, you know, you're stuck with us for a handful of months in this configuration. But let's get into it.
Start making mistakes.
Start making mistakes. Now,
Absolutely.
you all have been working with each other for a nondescript amount of time. You've maybe taken a few small jobs here and there, kind of getting a feel for how everyone else works, what it means to be a team. Your regular Johnson that you visit, and I'm going to kick everyone over to the scene called NPC board. This is where I'll kind of post things all on one place so you can kind of track it a little better. It's a giant fucking thing. So if you don't see anything, just keep scrolling out and it'll show up.
Yes. I found them.
Yeah, it's huge.
Why?
Huge. And you can also see our conversion for the stats for this. That's more for my reference because I'm going to ask for rolls. And I'm going to have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. So you all find yourself in a regular little slum bar that you visit every now and then in the Redmond Barrens by the name of the Jump House. Those of you with a little bit of Sega Shadowrun background might recognize that. You see a large man in stained clothing sucking down a basket of fries covered in cheese and chili. This is Gunderson, the Johnson that you've been working for pretty regularly. So we're familiar with the terms. A Mr. Johnson is a person who gives Shadowrunners jobs. So just code name. You happen to know this guy's real name is Gunderson, but when you're talking about him out in public or with people unfamiliar with him, it's proper business etiquette to refer to him as Mr. Johnson. Yeah, you're in the bar. Music's going. People are loitering around here or there. It's kind of dead tonight. And Gunderson sees you like, oh, come on over. Come on, I got something sweet for you.
I can always upgrade
All right.
my tech.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
He has you all scooch into the, he's in one of them large round booths. So there's enough room for everyone to scooch in. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable. He flags down a waitress and orders everyone a glass of the cheap watered down beer that they sell here.
Not getting us those $2 wells.
Yeah, no, none of that shit. This is poor man's drinking tonight, but you're about to get a payday, so maybe next time you're over, you can buy me a drink. So here's the deal. It's B&E fucking around with some data. I got me a client. Goes by the name of Gerald. He was working for a small-time data warehouse by the name of Pop Data Solutions. He recently got picked up working for Shiawassee on their one of their branches. I don't remember which one it is. Hang on a second, gotta adjust something real quick. But the thing is, this Pop Data Solutions is none too happy that he's jumped ship. So, the job I got for you now, you need to get into that place. Get into their HR servers. Scrub all of his files. And replace them here with these dummy files. And he slides you a data chip. Okay. After that, you need to make your way to his office. His old desktop's still set up there. Yeah, it's an old thing. But he's got some sensitive data on it that he needs pulled off on a project that he was working for that he wants to take over to his new company. So, that's the job. Go to Pop Data Solutions, get in, swap out the HR information, go to his office, steal the data he's got on his old box. Questions?
How much we getting paid?
Oh, yeah. You pull this off. 20 grand.
Okay. Good sum.
Yeah. Any other questions?
That's just enough for me to buy new tires.
I don't care what you do with it. You all got to figure out how to split that.
So we're trying to get Pop Data to stop harassing Geralt, basically.
Essentially, they're threatening to blackmail Geralt to Shiawassee with some rather incriminating HR data. That's why you got to get in there and get rid of the incriminating stuff and replace it with this, which is just run-of-the-mill, absolutely average employee kind of data.
Okay.
Now,
makes sense.
As most runs go, don't let anyone know you were there. Don't get caught. Don't tip your hand. And don't let them know that anything fishy happened. So get in, get out without getting noticed. Or if you get noticed, make sure you cover your tracks hard and heavy, if you get what I mean.
All right.
Yeah, Bert, we haven't established who the face is yet, so it could be entertaining.
No one. We have no face.
The faceless.
Oh, I do got it. Okay, so I know the server room's down in the basement of the building. Room, and he checks, scribble on his arm, 7A. And I know that his office, oh, I'm sorry, I said third floor. It's on the second floor, 201E.
All right.
Okay.
Both in the same building?
Terminals or anything? Or?
They got terminals all throughout there, but the thing is, from what Gerald's told me, is the HR server's on its own private net just in the server room. So you're going to have to get in the damn server room to do the job.
Okay.
And his old box, he said, was not on the net at all. So you're going to have to get up there, get it hooked up, and then get in there and pull your data.
Great.
Yeah.
Never read.
Sounds inconvenient for the HR guy.
Well,
all right.
They like protecting their shit. I don't know. I mean, you can try and see if you can get another way into it. But this is just what Gerald was telling me, so I would presume his information's accurate, but, you know, people are dumb. I ain't pointing fingers here.
Any security?
Oh, yeah. He did warn me that that company contracts through Wolverine Security. I don't know if you all heard of them. They're a subsidiary of Ares Firearms. They carry themselves the motto, shoot first and ask questions later. So, good luck.
All right.
That's nice.
I don't care how you do it. Just stick to the guidelines I laid out. That's all yours. Anyway, if you all don't have any other questions, I'm gonna get back to these chili cheese fries.
Seems like a good plan.
I mean, y'all could stay here and watch, but I usually charge people for that.
Nah, I don't got money for that.
I've seen the videos. I'm good.
They're good. Hey, listen, pretty soon it's going to be coming to some BTL chips, so you can get that first-hand experience.
It's almost like I can taste the digital cheese.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
All right, get the fuck out of here.
Alrighty. I guess first thing, I want to kind of know as much as we can get about this pop data solutions. Like, what hours of business do they have? Are they like, I don't know, like how densely packed is this city? Are there ever
It's
like
Seattle,
standalone building?
Seattle.
It's a very dense, highly populated city.
Okay. Do they have like their own entire office building, or are they renting like part of another building?
You're gonna have to find that out. That's the part of
go look
Shadowrun
at
is legwork. You gotta go find what information you want to know and go find out how to get it.
That's what I want to go find out.
Let's go look at it with our eyeballs.
Yeah. You would presume as a regular company, you could probably look up the address, just hop on a comm link and do a quick search, and it'll give you, it's just on the, let's see, it's just on the edge of the Barrens. Almost, because if you go to the Shadowrun setting, there's a map of the city up there.
Because I want to look them up and the security people.
Yeah, they're right on the border between the Barrens and Renton.
Okay. So up by like 90 or whatever.
Yeah, around 90.
And where's the security company at?
You can look to it. They've got several.
Oh, ow, goddamn.
That's
Got a
why you were
claw stuck in
bleeding
my
earlier.
leg.
Your cat is trying to murder you.
Yeah, well, she just got her claw stuck in my leg. and,
Yeah.
and instead of going up, just kept going down.
They've got a handful of small offices floating around town. It's kind of a decentralized thing with little franchises set up here and there. There's one in Renton, not too far off from Pop Data.
Okay. I wonder if they send their staff from there. Maybe we can like mess with their schedule or something to lighten the security.
Could be.
Yeah. I want to know if they have like on-site security, or if they're like just they have alarms set up and then they show up if they get tripped too.
You'll have to
We'll
search.
have to-
Yeah.
I'll have to
We'll have
watch.
to do some good old staking out.
All right. So what's the plan?
I want to look up on I want to look up on the net who owns the company for Pop Data Services. I
Sure.
want to see the owner.
Sure. Let me grab that picture. It's a elven woman. Let me drop her on there. So Jake, since you're asking the question, it means I'm making you give me a name.
Oh boy. An elven woman. Cynthia Hightree.
An elven woman by the name of Cynthia Hightree is the owner of Pop Data Solutions. Now you can easily see that she's the owner. Initial search results on her just gives really basic, like it's been filtered through a PR department kind of presence on the web, and you don't get any actual detailed specifics about her personal life, where she may live, what she likes to do.
Well, then that's why I'm going to check out if she's got a social media presence.
Once again, it's all been filtered through a PR engine of some form, so it's very bland, uninteresting. Look how great this company is. Look how proud I am of my elven heritage. That kind of thing.
Lots of handshaking and plaques.
Kissing babies.
100%.
If I look up the address of this business,
Yeah.
does it give me an office building or does it give me the business?
It gives you
does
an
it show there
address.
are multiple? Does it give me multiple like companies registered to this building, or does it?
No, it seems to be they've got an entire building to themselves looking off that. So like if you look up the building, pull the address, and then search the address, they're the only ones coming up at that location.
Okay.
We might have to put some boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
See what their security response is like.
And then, can we look up the way that Wolverine Security does things? Just on their site, does it list if they're on staff or on call type?
So yeah,
company?
if you look up their website, look at the services they offer pretty much the full gambit. You can pay for guards there during, regular business hours, 24-hour staffing, 24-hour surveillance and security. That's the kind of stuff they're selling. They even list that they do offer some baseline magical security as well. They don't do data security though. That's their big catch.
Oh, good. That's great for me.
Just physical security.
Physical security, physical and, magical.
Okay. I guess when we search up these places on the net, does it show like pictures of their business? Do we see if they have like branded cars and vehicles that their guards drive to these sites?
Yeah, you'll get some basics. Like they have the Wolverine Security armored vans that they have around there. Another service that you see that they provide is secure transport, whether that's people or things. But yeah, they have their armored Wolverine Security vans, like an armored bank van almost, just, all cyberpunky.
Okay. Then I want to see if there's any of their vans like parked outside of this building when we go by.
Okay. So it sounds like it's time to pile into some cars.
Yeah.
Tyler's car can seat 4 and Alex's car can seat 2.
Also, I want to look up, is there like a restaurant or anything like that nearby this building that we could like reasonably have been going to and then stake it out from there?
Sure. Looking at Renton, it's kind of not the high end. It's definitely lower income, but not as low as the Redmond. Let's see. If you're going to look at... Yeah, you can see not too far from there is a Nugget Burgers.
Heck yeah. Let's go there.
Nice.
Then gather some surveillance while
Sure.
we eat some burgers.
Sure. Now it is maybe like a block away from it. You don't find anything immediately like with eyesight on it.
Okay.
But if you're looking to say, oh, we were just heading here, Nuke It Burgers would be a great cover.
We could also potentially set up a Nuke It Burger and, launch a drone from there to
Yeah.
put an eye on.
I got my little drones too, so
How like crowded is like the street over there? Would it make sense to have to park somewhere and then walk pretty far? Like,
You won't know
Or-
till you drive over there.
I guess we could do that too. Just like not park right outside the burger and park
Yeah.
up the block on the other side and walk to it.
Okay. So what's the transportation plan?
I think we're piling in Tyler's car.
And
Tyler
then
can
Alex
seat 4.
Drive himself,
So yeah.
scouting himself or
or yeah, we could split up a little bit more if we wanted to.
I only count as half a seat.
I do
Yeah,
too.
but with all your gear.
I know.
So pretty much the question, who's riding with Alex? Or are you just
All
making Alex
17
go
of
on his
your
own?
swords.
How many seats does Alex's have?
2.
You
Like
can
he's got
do
one of them little
person.
smart cars, tiny little soccer ball on wheels.
Oh, then Rihanna can ride in that one because I'm
Yeah.
working. He's tiny, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
Rihanna and Grim are heading over together, and then the other 3 of you are riding
Riding in
in
Bugsy's
Bugsy's car. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a problem. Traffic, it's fairly late in the evening. Traffic is kind of dying down from the evening rush, so it's not too far as the crow flies, but even with reduced traffic, it's still like 30-40 minute drive to get over there. You do a quick pass around the block, around the place. You can see they've got this building, just regular looking office building, the big Pop Data logo on the front of it. You don't see any fencing around their lot or anything, so it's just, you can walk right up to the building itself. This time of the evening, you do see lights on inside the building. But eventually you can also drive down to Nuke It Burger. They do have a little parking lot. There's a couple spaces left in it, but there's also parking scattered here and there on the street, depending on what you want to do.
Okay. I'd like to park like on the opposite side of the block of the burger and walk there and get like a slower.
Like walk past
Kinda.
Pop.
Oh yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that. I think
right.
we should do that.
So yeah, you go a couple blocks down. You find a spot where you two can park together alongside the street. You hop out. You're walking through the crowd. It's not real thick, but there's definitely a good number of people out and about. As you walk by Pop Data, the windows themselves don't start until the 2nd story. So there's no windows on ground floor. It is a, let me confirm this. It's a 2-story building, and they said that there was a basement. So yeah, just windows on the 2nd floor, not on the 1st floor.
So it's a fairly small office building.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
huge.
It's not
Is
a high
it-
rise, that is.
Does it look like it has roof access? Is there any like little pop up on top?
There appears to be, kind of as you're watching it, as you approach, you can see there's probably some equipment up there, air handlers, air conditioning, that kind of stuff up top. Doesn't look like there's any kind of, it's not designed for just people to hang out on. Just purely
Right.
mechanical maintenance kind of thing.
Okay,
I would look up there like, damn, I almost got a grappling gun.
I know.
I have one.
Yeah.
I think no-
Do we see like a fire escape or anything on the side of the building?
You do see a fire escape. Well, walking along the front, you don't. You would have to probably circle around it but given, fire code and whatnot, it's likely got one. You're just not sure what it looks like. Do you want to veer off from heading to Nugget Burger and kind of check out all sides of this thing?
Yeah, is there a way that is it kind of like on its own where there's sidewalk all the way around it, or is it like on one side of a block and we wouldn't be able to see it?
It's on one side of the block, so it's got buildings on each side of it. There is an alleyway that cuts between these buildings, so you could go back there. Yeah, but I mean,
I would want to go past it and then kind of like go through an alley that's too far down and then come back to the street along the alley that goes by the building, if that makes sense.
So you want to go down a building or two, cut back between the buildings, get to the larger alley that runs behind all the buildings, and then come back up towards the street in the alley right along the side.
I don't want to walk from the street down the alley and then back. I want it to be like we were coming through this alley to get to this street to get to the burger.
Okay. So yeah, you'll just be seeing the back of the building, that's what it sounds like, yeah?
We're just going like this was just on the way, easy parking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. As you're moving down the back, you can see that let's take a look. You don't see any loading dock or anything in the back as you're walking down this alley. You do see a couple doors. Looks like they're maybe set up for receiving, but they're not a full loading dock. You can see that it does have a fire escape, but it's one of those ones where it's just the ladder that slides down. It doesn't come all the way down to the floor. It stops maybe 12 to 14 feet up. And it's got a cage with a latch in it that's got that slatted steel welded around it. So it looks like it could be easily kicked open and the ladder will descend the rest of the way from inside it. Like there's a little latch in there.
I've got an idea. Let's shoot it down.
I mean, you could certainly do that. I will say, though, as you're moving closer, you get in the line of... They've got like motion sensors, and so it lights up in the back alley as you're kind of moving past it. And as you kind of look, you can see the familiar little red dots here and there of security cams.
Okay. That's fine.
We all have comm links, right?
Yeah. And a lot of you have the subvocal microphones as well, so you can very easily whisper back and forth to each other nonchalantly.
Yeah, I would pass on the information as we walk by.
Do we see like a breaker panel or like where this building gets its power?
You can see where the power feeds into the back of the building. It comes up at the back on the top corner, but it looks like any power hookup or anything would be on the roof, not down here on street level.
I mean, I don't feel like we want to cut power because we're going to need computers to be on.
It'd be hard to use the computers properly.
It would be, but if we find the breaker panel, we could flip whatever the cameras are on, and then we could leave the rest of it, because you'd be able to do individual breakers.
If they're labeled in such a way. Or if it's one of the fancier ones, your decker might be able to slice into it.
Hack it.
Find out specific power circuits and cut them down.
Shout down.
Are there any buildings that are taller than this building that are next to it?
The building to the, we're going to call this the building to the east, is a story taller than it.
Okay.
And it's...
Would it be reachable from 100 meters of grappling hook?
Yeah.
To grapple down to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just set that up and just zip line down.
So maybe we can get on its roof.
Yeah. So yeah, you do your little walk by, head on over to Nugget Burgers. Very family forward, retro style burger joint. Hey, lollygaggers, thanks for that raid.
Hey.
We're running the shadows. Yeah, very much. Think of like a, one of them restaurants with a lot of crap on the walls. Just burger chain.
Lots of memorabilia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you come in, you go up to the counter to order like any other fast food joint. They got a decent array of burgers. Like most meat here, it's all soy based. Getting actual animal protein is very expensive, and you'd have to go to a very pricey restaurant to get it. But
Not here.
yeah, you can get all the soy based burgers you want, all the synthetic veggies, wider range of sugary and caffeinated beverages.
Okay.
Coffee's super soy. Like, it's not even dark. It's still a little creamy looking.
Is this a part of town that we'd
sad.
see like maybe like any like homeless type people or like in buildings or anything or like along the street?
Why
Maybe
don't
just
you
office workers coming in for a bite?
go ahead and let me check that I'm going to tell you the right stat here. I'm going to make you give me a roll.
I'm so thirsty.
Okay.
This will be a... Go on and give me a lore test.
Water's empty, I think.
I guess observation would have been fine too.
Observation.
Yeah, if you want to give me
one's
observation
that?
instead. That is going to be rolling animal handling. That's our
Okay,
sub
I
in
have a
for
point in that one.
observation.
I've avoided that one.
Give me 1 second to top up my water here.
So you don't see, you're sure they're around here. You don't see any. If you push it, you can certainly get a chance for success, but you will be taking a point of empathy damage, and you will also be gaining a WP, which you can use to activate your talents.
Okay. How does healing work?
So good night's rest usually
Okay.
takes care of it. You can get medical aid for physical healing. You can also do, leisurely activities to help heal up wits and empathy. But it'll be something you have to set out to do to get a little bit of healing. Or if you have slap patches, trauma and stim patches can also do the job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think we're doing anything too crazy tonight, so I'll just push that and see
Sure.
if I get anything.
Yeah, you don't find any.
Damn.
Maybe it's
Okay.
still too early in the evening, or maybe there's some local security force driving them all out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I was hoping is to have a test run of their security response with a little bit of bribe, but I guess we'll find something else.
Yeah. If that's still the path you want to take, you can still head out. You're just going to have to wander and actually get out there and search instead of just taking a quick glance around the area from inside the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go find somebody. I'll be like, hey, I'll give you 200 if you throw a rock through one of their windows. And I just want to see how long it takes for the security to respond to that.
Yeah, so I'll say give me just a flat D6 roll here.
Okay.
You may have to just type it in.
Okay.
Six. All right, I'm going to say it takes you about 30 minutes
Yep.
to finally find someone. You find a young kid. Looks like they've had a few too many stims in their life. Kind of hunkered down behind a, trash bin, big dumpster.
Perfect.
As you approach, hey man, you holding?
Does it sound like he's asking for a name, or is he just? I don't know what that word means.
No. Are you holding?
Got dropped, man.
Holden.
Holding? Are you
No.
holding drugs? You got something?
Much drugs.
Oh no, but I've
darn it. Okay.
got some money,
I like
which
money.
will get you one step there.
I ain't doing any weird stuff. I still have my self-respect.
Not
Are you
that
sure?
kind of weird stuff, but call me a disgruntled employee or so. Can you take this rock? And I'll give you 100 now, and I'll give you 100 after you throw it. But I want this rock through one of those windows. And I'm going to point over at that building.
That one there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those windows are up high unless you want me to throw it through the front door. They got glass doors on
Either
the
way,
front.
I want something glass broken.
150 now,
And you see
150
me,
later.
like, and so, I'm a halfling compared. This guy's probably human.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't got much of a throwing arm for it. So
Yeah, you're awfully tight. I'd take 150 now, 150 after.
nah, 100 now, 100 after.
150 now, 50 after. I don't know if you're good for it, man.
We don't know if
I'll-
you're good for it.
I'll take the 200 out and I'll count 100 and hand it to him, and I'll put the other 100 away.
All right. Give me the creds. I'll throw you rock. What do you want me to do
All right.
after I throw it? Just run?
Yep, just run.
All right. So he takes the rock. He's gonna have some money in his pocket, so he's got this cocky little swagger as he heads over to the in front of the building.
Maybe you'll forget you owe him the other 100 when he runs away.
He stops. He looks. He turns back, gives you a thumbs up, and he reels back, and he lets loose the rock. Perfect pitch. As the rock breaks through the front windshield, you hear yelling from inside the building. He turns to run, and he's running back down the street towards you.
I'm gonna slink away and try and like hide.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. If you're all wanting to hide, give me a move roll. That's
Okay.
what we're using for hiding, since we
This is-
reallocated stealth to
Is
pilot. Yeah.
this a situation we all would have been a part of?
I
I
would
kind of stepped
presume
away
so.
while we got into this.
You're
I don't-
either
I
inside
was-
eating a soy burger, or you followed him out looking for homeless people.
Yeah, I was eating while I was browsing the net for more information.
I would have been relaying to people
Okay.
through the comm link what's
All right.
going on.
So
but
it sounds like for sure Grim and Rianu are out there. Dan, your call.
I don't think I'd be.
Okay.
I want to be seen as little as humanly possible.
All right.
yeah,
So
I
Rianu and
didn't-
Grim. Yeah.
I didn't mean to be, but I sure tripped over my feet trying to slink away.
Oh, that's fine. Well, you can say you're out there. Yeah, you try to slink away and you slip over like a bottle or some shit on the ground and you fall. And as he's running away, he doesn't make it far. All of a sudden, this big, burly looking dwarf. I mean, I say big. I mean, he's big for dwarf size, just rippling with muscles. Pulls out a gun
oh no.
and just boom. Right into this guy's back. And he just seizes up and falls over. Obviously, it looks like he got hit with some kind of taser. As the big dwarven security dude. You can see he's got like, flak jackets. He's got some armor on him here and there. He had that, fancy looking taser pistol. He walks up. What the hell are you thinking? He just cracks the guy over the back of the head with his gun and then goes and starts dragging him back towards the building.
Oh no.
Oh, they're abducting him.
All right.
They've got aggressive security. Confirmed.
On-site security. Ding.
Fast response.
Yes.
Noted.
It's a big nope.
Okay. That was worth 100.
What was he inside or outside?
He was inside. He ran out.
Oh, okay. So he was responsive.
Yeah, he was moving.
on-site security with
Zoom in.
taser guns.
Yeah, it looked like one of those fancy wireless taser guns. Good range. They don't pack as much punch as the wired ones, but I mean that doesn't help you much in this situation. So
Right.
now that he has a witness who's seen your face, and it also looks like your face has been on camera as you walked around the back of the building.
Yeah. We're gonna have to make sure we get those cameras. Recent
That's fine.
security footage.
So what's next?
Fine for you. Guys are making work for me.
I think Bert was right there. Yeah. Had to kill him. He's a witness to whatever was about to happen.
They will find him in the HR server room.
So what's going to happen now? He's dragged into the building. The doors, the door that's broken, it looks like it's got some like automated shutters that kind of slide down over the broken pane.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that that guy's caught, do we want to?
Damn, there's nothing I can really say.
Did you pick out your talents yet, Alex?
For
your spells?
I picked Path of Detection.
Okay. Say, I would point out, if you do end up taking Path of Astral, I don't know if I have the rules fully fleshed out for that, but your body can slip into the astral plane, and then you can scout things out like that. You know, as long as they don't have magical defenses or hearth spirits or anything like that.
This might be good use for that.
But that's if you have it. If you don't have it, then you got to find another solution.
How long does a spell take, like, to cast it?
Quick. I mean, a round of combat. I'm counting casting spells as slow actions. In combat, you have a fast action and a slow action. So, I mean, just a standard action.
Okay. I want to mind link with this kid.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. On your character sheets, let me get your character sheet open so I don't tell you the wrong shit. Who are you? You're the Grim. Talents, so you took Path of Detection. So if you're wanting to cast Mind Link, I'm going to just drag that over into your spells there, and you can just drag all of
I
this.
see, I can do that with all of them.
Yeah. Then you should just be able to click on Mind Link. And it should put the shit out there for you. So, power level 1. It rolled that D6. It pulled it before. So, yeah. Not a problem. You're one voluntary subject to communicate with telepathically. Yeah, what do you say to him when you connect in?
The first thing I say to him is, like, if he doesn't rat us out, we'll get him out. And I would share, like, an image of the whole team to him. Like, we're coming in for you.
Wait, don't let them see our faces.
Okay.
He knows 2 of us already.
Okay. Get me out of here, and I won't say anything. Yeah.
Is there anything you see before the mind link ends?
Yeah, they got me. They got me in their security room. It's back behind the elevator. Like, they took me into one room and then into another. A little security office back there.
Okay, we're coming in for you.
Okay.
All right. I severed.
How many
it.
guards?
Oh, yeah. I would, if I get time, I'd ask him that.
Okay, I just see the one, but he's called into, and that's about when your spell kind of dies out.
Well, he sees one, but definitely more than one. So, let's do this.
Now, if only you had a higher rank in Path of the Astral, you could just astral over there and just fucking combat spell his ass to death, and no one would be any wiser.
He died at interrogation somehow. We just asked him what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went, and died.
All right. Well, maybe I can get that kid out of there easy peasy. I'll disconnect my comm link from the rest of the team, and then I'll try to call up one of my contacts, Police Lieutenant Max Mulder,
Sure.
and then say that there's a kid in the area who matches this description who's been vandalizing windows, and maybe he might want to pick him up.
Sure. Yeah, you contact your contact, Max Mulder. What's the usefulness and the loyalty ratings on that? Guy?
Usefulness 2, loyalty 3.
Okay. So he's pretty loyal.
I thought
Not so
I thought it
useful.
was 7 points
Mhm.
we had.
It's just we used to get along great when I was back on the force,
Oh, okay.
but now I'm a private eye.
Jake took it down
I'm a
purposely
dick.
for roleplay reasons.
Yes.
Hey, Sammy, that's banked reroll. Thanks, Sammy. Who's tracking that?
Definitely not me.
I can do it if we want, but
Don't we
we
have-
have a place.
I
There's
believe we
a
have
party
notes.
inventory journal. Yeah, you go into the journal section, party notes, and there's a party one in there.
All right. I see contact 2 in Gunderson.
So party notes or player notes. So journal, player notes, and then you should
Party.
have a Dan and a party. I'm looking in the party set so everyone has ownership over it.
I don't know. I'll just write it in mine for now.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you call your contact. Jake, I want you to give me a test to see if you can talk him into doing this. Go ahead and give me a. We're gonna call this manipulation. We had to cut a thing out of manipulation. We had to cut. Yeah, manipulation's good.
No. I have a score in my manipulation, like on the character sheet, but in my notes I have everything different. So I'm just gonna roll a flat empathy roll.
Okay. Do you want to push that?
I'm gonna push it. Hey, there
Okay.
we go.
Take a point of empathy damage. Okay, yeah. The description. He gets the description down. What? He's vandalizing the area, and we need to pick him up.
Yeah, I just need to ask him a few questions, but he went ahead and got himself into trouble before I could, convince him to turn his life around.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll give you a call back if anything comes up.
And I'll give him the block where we're at. I think he was last seen around pop data storage, something like that, on this block address. Yeah.
All right, cool. So he's around pop data.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 minutes roll by. And eventually you see the squad car come around, stops in front of pop data, goes in, escorts the kid out. You can see the kid's just been beaten.
I'll be out there waiting for him, and I'll salute the officer half-heartedly and thank him very much for coming out. And I'll look to the guy and I'll say, "What the hell have you been doing out here this time of day?"
Now I'll say, since that big, that burly dwarf security guard that caught him, he escorts him out, so he's there to witness the handoff.
Right on.
Okay. And as you're all walking away, make sure your kid never does that again, because next time I won't have it on stun.
I'd appreciate it if you did. I would have appreciated it if you didn't have it on stun, but now I got to work with this.
All right. You've got the kid. You escort him back to the group. One thing I want to point out is that in the world of Shadowrun, these mega corporations, they're too large to be policed by any government institution. So they all have their own security forces and police forces who don't answer to any local law. So your contact probably had to jump some hoops to get that to pull through, and getting someone out of private security like that, probably not something you can rely on too heavily, but it's good to have in your back pocket in case it comes up. So yeah, you take the kid on over. You said I could get the thing. I think you owe me a little more now because I didn't tell him shit. He's talking through like battered, bruised lips, like his eyes are both black. He's got cuts and bashes all over him.
Yeah, I'll give him 200.
All right. Thanks. I'm gonna go get some smack. As he wanders off back into the alley.
I feel like we all learned a lesson today.
Did we?
No.
So,
smack?
smack? You learned what smack? Well, you didn't really learn. You learned that that kid likes it.
Yeah.
I mean, he sure didn't like the smack the security officer gave him, but
True.
He got plenty of smack, right?
while all this is going on, I'll probably just be browsing around on the, depending on timing, Pop's, outside internet, and then probably the security outside internet, just in case they got anything, stupid.
Sure.
Open.
Sure. I'm presuming you're going in AR.
Yeah,
So I want you to go ahead.
keeping it light.
Yeah. Let's take a look at... I'm going to say going AR gives you a -1 die penalty.
Okay.
Going cold, there's no penalty. Going hot gets you a +1. So I want you to go ahead and give me a tech roll. And this will be against pop data to see what kind of information you're able to pull out as you start doing a deep dive on what all is out there.
Okay. I am waiting for Boundary to give me my dice roller.
Oh.
It's being...
So it's
Weird.
acting kind of squirrely for you tonight.
Yes. I see... I don't know what's going on here. I've got like half of a window over on the right, and...
If you want, I can hit the button for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Just take a die off of it. I'm just gonna reload. I don't know what it's doing.
Okay. Let's see. So tech is in place of scouting. So you're
Probably because I'm using an unsupported browser or something.
Take a drop off that.
Should be
far
9
it for me
dice,
to
I
use
think.
Chrome.
Well, you should have 10 because you've got 5 in wits and 5 in tech. So it's normally 10, but it's down to 9. You do fail. You don't get any ones up there. Do you want to push?
Sure, why not?
Jesus Christ, cat.
You get 2 successes off that. I'm also going to fix your character sheet real quick.
I think I missed putting numbers in a column.
You did.
The important column.
You did.
I don't know how I did that. I just noticed it while I'm still waiting for it to
It's
stop.
fine. I got it. Not only are you able to find some basic information about it, but you're actually able to kind of dig through some public records of the building layouts when it was first approved.
Nice. This is extremely weird. I have like part of a window that's just stuck on my screen.
If that was our website you were logging into, it's because your user permissions are set wrong.
I think my browser is goobered.
All right. So on that NPC board, you go down a little ways, you have the floor plans for that building.
Nice. And if there's time allowing, I'd like to kind of do the same thing for the security people, kind of work both angles, because
Sure.
if we can lighten the security, you know, we can make this job easier maybe.
Sure. Go ahead. Give me a roll on that.
Unfortunately, I will probably have to have you do it again
Not a problem.
while I figure out why my browser doesn't.
What
want to
browser are you
have it
using?
anymore. Like, it's just done.
All right, you pulled 2 successes on that as is. What kind of information are you looking for on that?
More just like if they've got any openings where I could look up information about like staff or something like that. But if not, maybe, you know, just some light information. I want to see if I can, at the end of the day, possibly manipulate their schedules or something like that.
Okay.
But
I'll pull up. During the day, they've got 4 people on staff, 4 security people on staff. And they show up there at about 8, probably closer to like 7. And they're scheduled there until 7, so 12-hour shift. After that, they go down to 1 person overnight, but the building security is fully automated for sensors and cameras and whatnot. So
is it possible to determine if it's controlled through the security company or is it controlled through the building itself?
So it looks like they've got a feedback to the security company for everything. So what happens is the security system has display in the building so the person on site can get a read of everything. But all of the actual monitoring is done at one of the local security offices. And so then they can follow up with the on-site security person if something comes up.
Okay. So either we need to get it right at the source or screw it up at the destination. Maybe both.
Whatever you think you need to do. I'm letting you all make whatever preparations you want to make, and then when it's time for the run to happen, we'll see what happens.
Yep. Just kind of put the information out, so we've got to mull it over.
So what's next?
I think I'm back in the game at least.
That's a step.
It's a step.
So you've got building layouts. You've got the schedule for the security company. 1 person every night for that 12-hour shift. 4 people during a day for a 12-hour shift. It rotates, so it's not the same people all the time. That way, people can have days off. You know that it is actively monitored at the security company with also another feed going to the local security guard.
Wonder
We
how
know if
hackable-
it's exterior monitoring or interior as well. Like,
Both.
do they have cameras inside?
Yeah, they've got external and internal cameras.
I don't suppose that's on the floor plan, is it?
No.
Dang.
Now you would
know
know
what a
if
security
you
office
can
is, though.
if you can intercept their feed as a hacker. There's a chance you could capture a loop.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking. I'm not sure where I would need to do that. I assume I'd need to do that at the building, correct?
Yeah, you would need to do that in one of the 2 locations, either at the security building or in pop data, which would mean getting access into pop data so you can get onto a terminal to make those changes, or to jack into one of their terminals with your cyber deck.
Can you do that with like a wireless thing? Like if someone stealthed in and put like a connector in, could you connect to that and then do it remotely?
That is a thing you could do. If you had a secure comm link that you could get plugged into one of their data jacks, you could then access that comm link remotely. Or you could just have your decker go in and manually connect into it. So those are both strong possibilities. You could definitely set up a wireless communication. That way the Decker can stay out in safety.
I mean, I can sneak in and do that. I've got my stealth suit and the door's open, so
Ish.
What time of day?
open enough
is it?
for
Is
me
it
to go
open?
through it.
It's
there
like 7, yeah.
So they're just about ready to.
Yeah, they're getting ready to swap out. 4 dudes will be leaving. And 1 dude will be there.
There's only 1 security dude before we try and do any.
Yeah. Now, I do want to say, don't feel like you have to rush and do this all in one night. Probing defenses, gathering information is all very important for a successful run. You don't want to run in half-cocked and get mowed down by security turrets and have your faces plastered on every vid screen in every security office across town.
I'm just hearing Leroy.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make it work.
At least I have chicken.
I'm trying to remember.
We just need some payday masks.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
And I do want to throw out there another point too, is while you're in there, you can steal other data, and it's considered pay data that you could then sell off to.
Yeah.
I'm actually planning on keeping the bunk data from him and blackmailing him.
Oh wow.
Okay. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Get extra money out of him. But yeah.
I mean, okay.
Just have to be careful that we don't get a hit put on us then.
You could definitely do that. It could get you some money.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not careful, it could damage your reputation.
Yeah. That's why I'm not doing it as myself. But
Yeah.
Mm.
I do a search on, if I do a search online for like, 2 phrases in quotes, like upcoming events, and then Cynthia Hightree. Is there any sort of like public gala or something like that that she might be attending?
Sure. I want you to just go ahead and give me a lore test on that.
Oh boy. Ugh, I'm gonna push that. Ugh, curses.
2 points of damage to wits. I'll tell you what, you do find that there is a charity social event that she'll be attending in person to make a donation to one of the local museums. And it's scheduled for 3 months from now.
Damn.
Might be a little far out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I do need to eat sometime this week.
Yeah. But you get, the name of the museum, the name of the organization that's throwing the party.
And I'll be 3 months behind on my rent by then, so I can't do that. Surely there's somebody who works for this company that we can snoop on and maybe find some dirt on.
Sure.
Do you have a boyfriend that we could kidnap?
None of that personal information's in her social profile. But you're searching for the head of the company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe there's like I don't know. Since we're looking for access to HR, maybe there's a head of humanoid resources.
Wait, what time is it right now?
It's like 7.
Okay. And we're assuming there's nobody actually in the office then.
Probably not, most
It's just security.
Yeah. If there's anyone there, it's just people assigned overnight to monitor servers, but a lot of that they can do remotely, so.
Okay, never mind then.
I mean, maybe we could just find someone, and find where they park, drop a little USB drive next to the parking spot. They just pick it up and they plug it in, and maybe we get lucky.
It's an option. I mean, there's no right or wrong answers here. Just whatever paths you all want to follow.
People do that stuff.
They do. There's
Shouldn't.
we have to go through that training at work because that is a thing that people do.
I do not miss that.
You know, maybe it looks like a USB drive, but it's a little comm link, and I use that to backdoor in.
Okay. You would need to get that unless you've got that.
Yeah, I do not have that right now. So
Okay.
Well, since we're staking the place out, waiting for the guards to change, maybe we can just see employees who are leaving as well.
Sure.
I'm not sure what that would even be in the book.
What book?
In the rule book, the little comm link thing I'm talking about.
If you could just,
I mean, I imagine like just a cheap comm link. You know.
Electronics, comm links. You could pick up the. Oh, let's see, the Metalink.
The basic one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
They don't have like a lot of words
They
about
don't.
comm links.
Yeah, if you pick up one of the cheaper ones, and if you had someone that could do some tech rigging on it.
Which we do.
Yeah, and I mean, you can pick up one of these comm links at any, stuffer shack in the area, so.
I'm good with that.
All right, so yeah.
That would eliminate the last 100 of my monies.
Yeah, so if you head to the local
think
stuffer
I have
shack, pick up just an off-the-shelf meta-type or Metalink, you can give that over to Bugsy. Bugsy, you want to give me a tech roll on it?
Sure.
Nope, I had exactly $100 left. I'm broke. We better make money, guys.
I know. Tech roll is a wit.
Yeah,
Scouting.
First one on wits, yeah.
All right. Let's try and modify that comm link.
Yeah,
That's
one
one
success
success.
will do it. More successes will make it look a little more believable, a little cleaner. But one success gets the job done.
It's a little bit of glue still coming out the side. Didn't quite dry right.
Just a little bit. Looks a little sketchy, but the job's done. Looks like a regular data chip you could plug into any terminal.
All right.
Yeah.
All we gotta do now is just put it in the parking lot and hope we get lucky.
Can we reverse pickpocket it onto the security guard?
You could try. Yes, you definitely could.
I don't want to try that.
I don't think he'd use it, but
Put a piece of tape on it, and if we're gonna sneak it into the dwarf's pocket, write hot dwarf on dwarf action on there.
Just porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far into the building would I need to go to be able to get you like wirelessly terminaled in?
You would
Like,
have
do you
to.
just need any like network jack or?
Yeah, you'd probably need to get into like an office, something with an actual terminal. They probably have one. There's a security desk right inside in that front lobby area. But that's, of course, where the security guard's hanging out. But yeah, if you could manage to get into pretty much any terminal.
So I've got my chameleon suit.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to try and take it in. We can always just, see if we get lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, someone taking it in for us is by far easier than taking it in ourselves.
Yeah.
True.
If it
What-
fails, that's what I want to do.
What information do we need? Like, do we hardcode know we need right now?
So my understanding, the goal with this right now is to get plugged into the network in the building so you can manipulate the security feeds.
Yeah. Basically, canvas the cameras.
But the what you need inside for the job, you need to get down to the basement to access the HR server. And then you need to get to his office on the second floor to access his old workstation.
Yep. Physically, right?
Physically on both of those.
Right.
Which means that you're probably going to have to go in, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Which is why, fixing the cameras first.
So you got a thought with that, Alex?
Well, I'm working on my contact, and they're an info broker, but I don't know if A, they would help, because I would have to say, oh, I'll give you money later.
Yeah.
And B, I don't know what information they'd be able to broker on just that.
We don't necessarily pay the contacts right, but they may
They
not.
do it because they're friends.
Well, if they're
It
an information
depends.
broker,
They may
Depends on
not.
friend's an
how
information
loyal they
broker,
are.
maybe your friend knows a little something about Ms. Hightree.
They may misinform you, or they may inform you.
Yeah, I mean, Miss
Well-
Hightree, you could get information on her through your information broker. You could even just see if you can get like an employee listing of some kind.
Okay. How much were we getting paid?
20 grand.
20
So
just split between us.
20 split by 5.
Okay. Then I would like to send a message to my contact then.
Sure. What's his
See if they can-
contact's name?
I don't know them in real life. I only know them.
Oh,
via
yeah. If you only know their online handle, that's absolutely acceptable.
Oh yeah, no, it's just their online handle is
Yeah.
Miss Sourpiss.
Okay, so you contact Miss Sourpiss. I heard that she has this band that does like big band covers of like Rage Against the Machine songs.
She doesn't do that anymore.
I don't think I want to know the conclusion of this joke.
Okay. I mean, just don't do a Google search for Brass Against lead singer. So yeah, you send a message over to Miss Sourpiss. What does your message say?
500 if I can get any information on this corporation, specifically, or if possible, an employee list would be very helpful.
500. Are you good for it this time? Is what you get back?
Well, after I get the job done, then I'll have the 500.
You didn't come through real good for me last time. I want a down payment.
I could give you 95 right now.
I'll borrow you 100 creds if you need it, or new yen.
We could collectively give 195 right now.
195 now.
I mean, I actually have about 500 to spare if you really want to give her like half up front.
All right. 195 now. The rest after you get paid.
Done.
And if you screw me on this one, I'm shutting down every bank account you have.
Oh no.
You would be the first person to make that claim. Hey, see you later.
She's like, all right, give me 3 hours.
Can't do.
You wire over 195 creds.
I'm flat broke and I owe quite a bit of money to 2 people now.
So what's well, she's looking up information including HR, like employee listings. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm fine just trying to plant the stick and see if somebody walks it in for us.
I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So the employee lot's pretty much empty at this point. You do see the one security guard comes in, human, loaded with armored vests and pretty hefty sidearm on his hip. Does not look like one of those taser models that the other guy was carrying.
He's definitely on shoot first mode.
Yeah, and then the other 4 eventually leave, head over to a parking garage about a block down.
I figure, just to be really bad here, we got like our chameleon suits. Just put it out at the end of the lot where, you know, lower tier employees are likely to find it and care less.
Yeah, I can do that pretty easily with my suit.
Okay. Do you want to wait and see if you can get some employee records to see if you can find someone who might look a little more fishy to try and plant it, like maybe
Like by
near where
their
they
car.
park or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So if we want to do a little time jump, 3 hours pass by and
They're probably sick of us at Nuka Burger.
yeah, Grim, yeah, you get a list. It says they guard their public records pretty tightly. But through public searches, I was able to find 4 people claiming to be current employees. I got you a custodian, 2 data entry clerks, and there's a custodian, 2 data entry clerks, and a low-level help desk employee.
And you know that custodian auto clicked through that security training.
Well, either that or it's the low-level help desk guy who's gonna be like curious about the stick.
Yeah, but he should know better.
Yeah, you should, but you know what? There's a lot of people who don't. even in
Yeah,
IT.
if we make it enticing, where he would want to try and see like what's on it, even if he knows it's bad.
Just figure if we label it porn, the janitor will go all for it.
Data entry is a fairly simple job. It's mostly numbers. Maybe numbers is all they're good at. I'll look
No.
up there. I'll look up the data entry people's social media profiles and see if either of them are morons, really.
Okay. Yeah, so I won't make you roll for this. You're able to easily find them in whatever the 2050s version of Facebook is.
Yeah, how many of these people are
Metabook.
QAnon?
Metabook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find that one of the data entry is a, human woman, maybe in her 50s. Lots and lots of pictures of cats, talking about grandchildren, showing off different, very bland looking recipes she's cooked. The other
salad.
What's that?
Ambrosia salad.
Yeah, ambrosia salad.
Oh.
The other one is a younger dude in his 30s. Lots of pictures of him, in outdoorsy, like he travels around, goes hiking some. Lots of action pictures of him playing, hover frisbee golf.
Right. One of them's not going to know what to do with it, and the other one's not going to want to do anything with it.
What if why don't we label the USB that some famous cooking company, if she has any pictures of recipes that she's used, and
Maybe
we'll
we can
put
just download
Betty
a bunch of
Crocker or something
recipes
like that
onto
on
it.
it.
Just
Yeah,
download a bunch of
whatever
recipes
this.
on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could for sure load up a bunch of recipes on it. And Dan, if you want to give me a hacking or a tech test to see how well you can hide your comlink access program in the background.
Okay. I didn't realize.
Casserole.jpeg.exe.
Yeah. I didn't take my gear.
So yeah, this will be the first one under wits. Scouting, you got 3 successes, man. That's fantastic. Yeah.
I am good hacker.
You load this thing up with recipes, you load it up with pictures of different ones. You even get the bright idea to load it up as like a manuscript for some new upcoming cookbook for whoever the current famous, Paula Deen pioneer woman is.
Some leaked materials.
And yeah, then hiding in the background is your executable, which will kick off the comlink functions, giving you remote access into their system.
Make sure you enable macros when you open the document so that the recipes will render correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to serve man. So you've got your target, you've got your bait. How are you setting this up for the target to find this?
Unfortunately, I think we need to surveil the place another day to see
We
where
can
she
surveil a
parks.
place.
Another day or 2 or 3 even.
See where they park.
I got drones. You know, we could set one up and
How long will one last?
We can see if they have like a handbag that they use, and I could like chameleon suit, drop it in the
It's a
handbag.
definite option, yeah. I just need
Yeah,
to know
I'm
what,
sure. The Nuket Burger people will tolerate us for another day. Surely.
it depends on if anyone's buying food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
this
might
is
just
a
have to go
24-hour
home.
joint, so as long as you all are not being loud, making a mess, and regularly purchasing things.
Yeah, I'd be
More
slamming
Diet
burgers and
Cola,
sodas.
please.
Like,
They're
Yeah,
getting
don't
paid a
have to
minimum
s-
wage. They aren't
we don't
paying
have to
attention.
stay here necessarily.
Right.
Got a good atmosphere though.
okay. So are you staking this place out all night, or are you coming back early tomorrow morning?
I mean, we
probably
basically
tomorrow morning.
need
Yeah.
to see when she comes into work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 in the morning, like super early.
Okay. So yeah, you all call it a night. Make it back to, I'm presuming everyone has separate homes. I don't know if any of you are roommates or not. You know, that'll
I'm
matter.
full right now, so
Yeah. That won't
Oh,
matter
backseat?
until something happens and some gang wants to kill you and you have to find a hideout to lay low. So yeah, next morning rolls around. You all meet up at the usual place and drive on over. It's like 4:30 in the morning by the time you get here. Definitely before the morning rush. How are you all wanting to set up? Now, this parking garage is a public parking garage for all the little businesses in the area. You pull in, gives you a little, ticket chip.
Can we get a parking spot with a direct line of sight to where the employees exited from the building last night?
Yeah, it's the front doors.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
if you
we
want to
just-
park in the parking garage, you can. It's just there's going to be records of your vehicles going in there, and you're going to be expected to pay when you leave, and that price is
Right.
going to be dependent on how long you're there. You can pull a spot on the street, and it's early enough, you can grab a good spot where you got a decent line of sight.
And just a reminder, I do got drones and stuff too. We don't necessarily have to action like.
Yeah. We want to make sure it's not line of sight where the cameras of the building would see
Yeah.
our cars, though. So,
That's a good. Yes. See, this is why we have drones. Because I like doing things the old-fashioned way. I was just gonna use my binoculars and look at them.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So, I don't know.
So yeah,
I'm trying to see which one.
and then I want a chameleon suit and kind of wait by the door because I imagine, as they're walking in the morning, the door is going to be where they stop for a bit because they have to
wrote
stop
that
to
down
open
wrong.
it. So in that window of time when they're not moving is when I want to try and drop the drive inside of their handbag.
okay. All right, so walk me through this again. You're setting up the drones to watch for when she shows up.
Yep.
You're going to be hiding nearby using your chameleon suit. I'll need a move test. You do get a bonus from your chameleon suit, seeing as it's, blending
Yeah.
you in all
And then I
Predator
have
style.
it's anti-thermal too, so they can't see my thermal skills.
Oh, that's good to do. That's good to know, because some meta types can see into
Thermal.
yeah.
And some cameras too.
Yeah.
I think I goofed up which drone was which. Oh well.
Yeah, anti-thermal. I don't know exactly what bonus it gives me.
So just give me a move, and I'll see if I got it programmed in right.
Do I add anything for gear?
So when you
Oh.
click on move, there's a little checkbox underneath active.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go and check that, and then hit roll.
Okay.
And that gave you, so that pulled up your attribute, your move stats, and I assigned an artifact die to the chameleon suit. So you pulled
Yeah.
2 successes. Yeah, that's good enough. 1 would be good, but you have to be abnormally careful, but you feel pretty confident. You find a little cubby to hunker down into.
Yeah.
You got your comms so you can listen into the rest of the crew. Dan, you've got your drones flying around. They got full line of sight.
I realized I switched their text around wrong, so I'm just going to switch back and forth real quick.
Okay,
So.
whatever you need to do. But I'm not going to make you roll. You can very easily spot when she shows up.
Because basically the idea is I have one that's basically just for keeping around me, and then the other two are for looking at other things.
That's not a problem. So yeah, and also Joe, I'm going to say with your extra success, you see her approach like Dan or said. You see the approach. You see her getting out of her car. You're feeding her movement locations to Rianu, and Rianu, you're able to easily slip over and drop it into her purse.
Sweet.
So here's what I want to do for this. We're doing some social engineering here. And a proper social engineering needs a manipulation test.
It does.
I will allow whoever has the highest manipulation score to make this roll.
It's not me.
I don't think that's me.
Does anybody have manipulation?
Empathy. No.
Did we all screw up? I have a 2.
I have 3 empathy.
I have 3 empathy, no manipulation.
I have 5 empathy.
All right, I think it's you.
All right, Alex.
I think you're our face now.
Do you want to push that?
Oh, look at that.
Sweet.
Okay. It's an hour or two. You're all still staked out. Joe, eventually you meet back up with the rest of the crew. And eventually they're said you get an activation. She has plugged your drive into the terminal, and you now have access to their secured network.
Casserole is in the oven.
Casserole's in the oven. Now, once again, you won't have access to the HR server,
Sure.
Yeah.
but you're in.
This gives us the means to start manipulating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Record an hour of footage from the security camera and
No, we gotta
Lay it
get
on
to
them.
them yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like such a concept of putting in like a back door if we need to bother with something like that in this situation. Where when she takes this out, we have another way in.
Well, you're communicating through the comm link. That's your wireless connection.
Right. That's what I mean. Like a back door where something runs on her system, and
So setting up like a secure tunnel that you can get access to directly.
yeah.
Just run it as a service.
So you can definitely do this. You're going to have to give me a tech roll. I was looking at your talents, and you do have hack on the fly,
Yes.
where you can spin a WP to... Essentially, I'm going to make you roll a tech, and you can spin a WP to get you one auto success on that.
Which I don't think we have any willpower yet. So
Some people do, some people don't.
I do.
Yep. I don't yet. So.
Okay. Unless, someone out there watching the stream wants to donate 100 bits to give everyone a WP. But anyway, so yeah, go ahead and make me that, give me that tech
Trying to
roll.
get Sammy. She went to bed already.
That's slacker. Hey, you got a success.
There we go.
She
Yeah.
said we were ignoring her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sammy. I was busy running a game. Yeah, you get your connection set up.
I figure I'm gonna use the remote one as much as I can first.
Yeah.
This is like in case of emergency.
If there's any kind of network sweeps or any kind of security scans, it'll stand out.
Yeah.
It's secure enough that you're not worried about them tracing it back to you, but it's something they could shut down. Hey, Debbie,
that's
there you
fine.
go. So we can throw that into, if you want, you can use that WP. Everyone add a WP to your sheet. Thank you, Debbie.
Let's just go ahead and
And kick that up to 2.
Go ahead and burn it up.
You've got it pretty well secured. You've got a secure tunnel leading out. So Yeah. It may even give you better bandwidth than going through that comm link.
Yeah. After this might be getting that security data.
Okay.
So camera loop.
So you're in the system. Give me another tech roll.
All right, and maybe a way to replay that data.
Yeah.
Second here.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
crap.
Damn.
You managed to scour. You get into the security system, not a problem. You manage to scour and you take all these different feeds from the cameras and you're able to get yourself hour loops.
Yeah, gotta make sure there's nobody moving in them or
Right.
anything
You
like
managed
that.
to find those video clips where there's no one. And like you have to splice some together. But yeah, I'll tell you what, with one of those successes, you'll even be able to turn this on or off at will. So it's running, it's off right now, but you've got it in place and ready. So when you're ready for action, you can kick it on. That way they won't catch on that I know someone walked down that hallway, but I didn't see it on the camera.
Beautiful.
What else can I do? You got 4 successes, so I'm throwing you some bones here. Do you want to mess with their outgoing feed?
I just want to make sure that what they see outside is the same as what they see inside.
Well, I meant feeding back, because while you're in there, it's just not security cameras. They've got sensors on all the doors.
Oh, like I can maybe block any alarms that go out or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be ideal.
Okay.
If we can just keep the video feed but block like outgoing alerts.
Yeah, you can easily, you've got a little scrubber built in there. If any alerts ping up, your scrubber will just cut them out and substitute them with a regular output.
Some more OKs.
Yeah. Okay. So the security system is neutralized. You still have to get access. You have to get access to the specific locations in the building. And then you still have to deal with the fact that there is still someone who's going to be on premise all the time. And that someone looks like they have a very large gun. So what's our next steps here?
I feel like we can deal with one person with a gun.
Yeah,
You
I think.
can, but I would
Do we want to
remind
hit
you
it tonight?
maybe.
Our goal is to be unseen.
Yeah.
No. That probably means no killing.
Listen,
Maybe somebody sprinkles some shit in his coffee.
Yeah, I was wondering that actually.
cocaine. Or
Hey, yeah, we know a drug dealer. Maybe
Well,
he
you
knows
know,
some
that's
shit we
a
can
drug
spread to the
user.
coffee. Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. He can put us in contact with a drug dealer.
That's a you guys thing.
If you
Round
wanna-
get your first contact.
What's that?
It's the round is get his first contact.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to hunt that kid down, I want an observation test to see if you can find him.
Yeah, I'll start asking the individuals around the area if they've seen someone with a swollen face.
Ooh. No successes on that. Do you want to push?
No.
I know this area. I can try rolling it.
Yeah, just observation.
Good. Yeah, I want to roll it too.
So, yeah. Grim, yeah, you pull a success. So you can find him. Takes a little longer than you liked, but I mean, if you're not taking any actions until tonight, you all hunt him down. He's like, no, I'm not doing any more favors for you. Look what happened to me last time.
Well, actually, we wanted to get back at that guy that did that. And, because that was kind of messed up. We didn't think he was going to be so aggressive or whatever. So we were trying to find some way. I think you seem to be in with people that have, smack, as you called it. Maybe they might have stuff that he might not want to find in his coffee.
So you want drugs?
Yeah, but like,
Not the
Yeah.
fun ones.
not the fun ones.
I mean, they're all fun if you take them in the right way.
We don't want him to take him the right way.
The guy I buy stuff from, he's really not a fan of new faces.
Well,
So I'll tell you what, you want something that's going to knock somebody out. You give me the money, about 30 creds. I'll go get it and bring it back to you.
Okay.
You're good for that, right? I'm not.
I got this one. I got this one.
Yeah. Maybe something a little extra as a bribe.
Can I roll an insight on this guy to see if he's just basically looking for a way to get 30 fast credits and fuck off?
Absolutely, you can.
All right. Let's see. Maybe 5 dice here. There.
That was manipulates.
Well, that's what I have it put down as manipulation for empathy, but insight is a wisdom score, and I've got
Okay.
empathy as my wisdom. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't have an official translation for things, unfortunately. I've got all my stats down in my notes.
Okay. Yeah, you pull a success. Yeah, he is totally planning on just taking this money and running. He definitely is kind of blaming all of you for his current battered state.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could try and convince him.
You know what, pal? I feel really bad about all that mess. You know, all that mess. I'll tell you what. It's $30 for what we're looking, or 30 new yen for what we're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you the 30 new yen for the stuff, and I'll give you an additional 50 for all your trouble.
You're gonna give me
But only when you come back with what we're looking for.
so
And I
30
will pull
now.
out-
I bring you
Yeah.
the stuff. You give me another 50.
That's absolutely right.
All right. Give me like 30 minutes.
All right. And I'll show him the money that will be his upon his return,
All right.
and
Cool.
I'll give him 30 of said monies.
Sure. He scuttles off, and sure enough, it's about 25 minutes. He comes back, and he's got 3 pills that he hands over. This'll do it.
What are these exactly?
Oh, horse tranquilizers.
Oh God. Okay.
There ain't many
that'll do it.
horses around, so they're kind of,
Not so useful for horses.
not so useful for horses, but you can still get them.
Okay. About how long would you think it would take if I were to say put all 3 of these in someone's coffee?
If you put all 3 of them in there, I grind it up first.
Okay.
Grind it up.
Taking notes.
About 20 minutes or so for it to,
Okay.
fully process through the liver.
All right.
Taking these.
Good to know.
Okay. So we're a handful of minutes till the end of the session. So we're going to pause it here. We'll come back next Friday, and you all have a handful of horse tranquilizers. You have a door into their network.
Yep.
And it sounds like you're planning on the run going down tonight
Tonight.
or next session.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll pause it here. Session 2, we'll come back with some horse tranquilizers and some breaking and entering.
Yep. No way this will go wrong.
Let me go
Everything
ahead.
will go absolutely smoothly.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
We're good people, I think.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Let's see.
I mean, the best part is, since we got a back door in, we can just potentially continue to siphon data out of them if we want to.
And they are a data
Yeah.
protection company, so
Yeah.
hey.
All right. So,
Oh, hold on.
what you got?
Can you give me access to that software?
What do you mean?
Like, can I give access to that software to somebody else?
It's a back door, so in theory, I suppose we could sell it to someone.
Okay. I just might be able to be up 500 creds.
Oh, you're thinking about selling it to your contact to get in better standings? I'll tell you what, if you give it to her, I'll let you move the loyalty rank up a step.
Ooh.
If you sell it to her, she'll definitely look kindly on you. It won't be enough to move her up a step yet, but it's in the right direction. And, get some cash. So yeah, let's do some
keep that
XP.
on the back burner.
All right, let's do some XP questions. So at the end of every session, we go through these questions. If you can say yes, then you get to add a point of XP. You will be using the Forbidden Lands rules for leveling up. So you'll have to look that up in the player's handbook. I don't fucking know how it works because I've never been a player in Forbidden Lands, and I don't bother to read the rules that don't affect me. So first up, did you participate in this game session? That's a yes. So all of you get an XP. Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
Learned some schedules. Learned about Doris, the data entry lady. Her cooking.
About Pop and Wolverine Security.
Learned that horse tranquilizers are sold on the black market.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
There you go. All right, so take another point of XP.
Horse tranquilizers, lawn outlive horses.
Did you make a new contact?
Technically, yes.
I think this
the
kid,
drug guy.
yeah, you paid
Yeah.
him $50 when he came back, so his loyalty rating's going to be really low, but he's there.
Yeah.
Did you get into something or somewhere without permission?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do. You got access to their, regular computer systems, their security system. Did you make any money?
Not
No.
yet.
No.
No.
I've done the
no.
But we
reverse.
did make some burgers with our money.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count. I tried.
Did you make a new enemy?
Maybe?
That kid was on the
knows?
fence. The extra 50 creds at the end, I'm going to say no. He's definitely not in enemy territory.
I think that guard doesn't know us well
The
enough.
guard
Yeah,
is.
the guard doesn't know us well enough to
Yeah.
call us an enemy.
Did anyone activate their pride?
Not yet.
No.
I did good on
No.
hacking today.
Yeah. Anyone suffer from their dark secret?
No.
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay. Make sure you got a dark secret in there. Something that will actually come up in gameplay. Something that won't only happen just once. So,
Yeah, I was having a hard time coming up with that just yet. I
Yeah.
figure once we play a session or two, I
Yeah.
can maybe
Maybe.
think about it better.
did anyone risk their life for another PC? No lives were risked tonight, so that's a no. And did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? This is for all of you to argue to me. If you think you did, if you think you didn't, we'll move on.
I hacked the shit out of that place.
I was going to say 4 successes on that security camera hack.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In homework for next week, we've got a session under our belts. Personalities are kind of emerging. I like the buddy and rival system that you see in like Alien. So of our 5 crew right here, I want you to pick your buddy and I want you to pick your rival. Now this can change. So if you pick someone who you think should be your buddy tonight and you realize next session, no, they should be a rival, you can definitely change it. One of each. So, and we'll reveal who our buddies and rivals are next session.
I got an idea.
Cool. That's what we got. First session is done. Congratulations, everyone. You're Shadowrunners.
Hooray.
About to be.
About to be. You will be once you get paid. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we got on the schedule? Tomorrow night, which will be Saturday night over on twitch.tv/Goodman Games Official. We're kicking off a Lankmar campaign that Bert's going to be running for us. So you got that to look forward to, 9 p.m. Central. Nothing on the calendar for Sunday. Monday, Dan, is it a UVG or an Alien week?
Alien this week, I think.
Okay. Monday, I'll be hanging out over on twitch.tv/The Lollygaggers for some Alien. Next Wednesday, we'll be back with some more Pathfinder 2nd Edition for our weekly Pathfinder campaign. campaign. And I think Thursday we're scheduled for another Watercolors and Warriors game. That's our 5th Ed Ghibli inspired campaign. We're currently, the crew owns a bar. And we're moving into slice of life gameplay where they manage a bar. Their manager at the bar is Danny DeVito. So it's always going to be entertaining.
It's definitely not always sunny.
Yeah. One of the rules for his employment is they're giving him his paycheck and no one's allowed to talk about his coke habit. So it fits. Yeah. And then next Friday, we'll be back here for session 2 of Shadowrun Year 0. I don't fucking know. That's all I got. Good job, everyone. Yeah. Anyone else have anything they want to throw in?
Feel free to check out our Discord.
Yeah.
Where we hang out and chat and post memes and other shit.
All that fun shit. All right. Well, then I'm taking us off. So until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and block all of your stupid relatives that you saw at Thanksgiving on Facebook. You'll be better for that. So, deuces.